No, because Jeff's not helping me here, but still, now I'm live. Okay, we still only have A, B, Z, and Pinky. You forgot to tell me to hit live. I got it on. I figured it out. Oh, yeah. Eventually, we'll get this all right. This is hey. I'm not doing bad for second time by myself, but trying not to have Jeff help me too much, except just get my mic and my headphones set up. So
Yeah.
So if you're in the chat, go ahead and say hello. We do, like I said, we have Wayne Dawson on tonight.
Ooh.
And I know I'm excited because you're just a hoot and a holler. So I always love having talking with you and everything. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. I'm Wayne Dawson. Live in Leeds in the UK. A paranormal union enthusiast. Uh, yeah, I'm also the manager of a certain Crystal Dawson, or Crystal Balls, as she's known as. Uh, so yeah, I'm a manager. And I've got a lovely partner called Donna and a lovely sister-in-law called Tracy, and kind of fathering. Well, I say fathering 3 kids at the moment. I say one kid, but I'm also kind of the father of my sister-in-law's 2 kids as well. So I'm kind of helping them bring up their kids as a nice close unit family. Well, what I
Awesome.
like to think is a close unit family anyway.
Well, I know on Facebook it's like I laugh because I see some of the chimney sweep one cracks me up because all I kept thinking was Mary Poppins, just Mary Poppins the entire time. I was like laughing so hard. We got a couple more people in, so let's go ahead and say hi to them real quick. We got Wisdom, Dana
I
Craig.
will.
Let's see, Kat. Welcome all. I did post a pin comment, so if you do see or if you do have a question, make sure you put capital Q in it so we can. Yeah. Oh, Jeff finally joined. About time.
Hi, Jeff.
All right,
Oops.
so we're gonna do. Um, we're kind of I'm trying to figure out if people are figuring out what my theme is of how I'm doing my lives, but some of my hints are in the promo picture of what we're going to be doing or how I'm going to be running mine. Um, what's going to happen is that I have questions that I have specific questions that I will ask my guests, but then there's other questions that they will have to now pick to see and answer those questions. So we'll see how this one goes tonight as I build my, and a lot of these questions, some of them are questions that people have asked me, or some of them are just weird ADHD thoughts that come into my brain. So
Right. Okay.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, just as I don't get nipple twisted, you're all right.
Yeah, that would be Jeff. Jeff gets that. So anyhow, so you told us you're from the UK.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know, but we have a lot of friends from the UK. So I reached out to them to give me some advice on how I should do some research and find out some things and maybe get some interesting questions answered. So,
Right.
first one is
Your Honour, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do
I know, right?
it.
So, first thing off, because I told you I did kind of stalk your Facebook a little bit just to kind of see if I could find something out. Hi, Laura. Laura's joined us now. So, my first question: Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you from God's own country?
Yes.
Okay. So I know you're from Yorkshire.
Yes.
So it was funny. So I was like, that was they're like that. If that will give it away. If you have them answer that, that will give away exactly where they're at. You'll know exactly where they're from. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure I figured that one out. So that was my one that I had to make sure I asked you. So All
A
right.
long time since I've heard it being called the God's country.
So there, this is something that I try to ask people that I know that are from not from here, but what is one thing Americans do that absolutely you don't understand?
Oh, it has to be the sports. American
That's
sports I kind of get confused with because America seems to have its own sports, but yet, for example, class it as the world football, tournaments and things like that. For example, NFL and baseball, and I'm kind of confused with a lot of things like that. So that does confuse me a little bit.
so well, because soccer and football are totally two different things here.
Yeah,
Soccer and football is soccer in Europe, and it's here. It's actually football. Football is played with the oval ball. Um,
yeah.
this is
Both
something.
sports are play with balls.
Yeah, true. Have you ever played or seen hockey?
Yeah, ice hockey. Yeah, or just
Okay,
normal
ice
hockey.
hockey. Ice hockey.
Yeah,
If you think about it, it's just like playing soccer. It's similar to
yeah,
soccer, which people are like, "What?" I'm like, "No." If you listen, it's similar to playing hockey and soccer are similar, except one's
yeah,
on
yeah.
ice skates and sticks. So what's so confusing about them? I mean, I can understand football. Sorry, my allergies are bad. I can understand football and soccer, but what about baseball? Because you guys don't have anything that's similar to baseball.
The only thing close to the baseball that we actually have is rounders, and that's kind of what we play in school sometimes. That's about the nearest thing to baseball there is, really. But apart from that, I mean, I just find the rules confusing with baseball and in particular with American football. But even though I love to watch American football, I'm always confused. I never know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean I can yeah. It baseball, especially have you ever we have Abbott and Costello, they've done the skit Who's on First. That
Yeah,
really can throw you off on baseball if you've ever heard that one.
yeah, definitely. I've got big. I've got the full collection of the Abbott and Costello films on DVD.
One of my
Big
favorites.
lover of the old black and white and the old traditional movies. I love
So
Abbott and Costello, Marx Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, and Buster Keaton, things like that.
so cricket is what is that sport? Cricket is what is that close to like sport wise for us in America?
I don't know. It's something I put on when I want to fall asleep. I class it as it's close to baseball, but I think there's more technique and skill to it than baseball. Um, I think it's more tactical and more technical than
Okay.
baseball.
How
I mean,
about how about horseshoes?
about what?
Do you guys play horseshoes?
No. Oh, that's where you throw the horseshoes at the pole, isn't it, in the
Yeah.
middle? Yeah. Once again, that's an old sport that I haven't heard of for years or played for years.
Okay,
Just,
so we have Tina's entered the room. Hello, Tina. How are you? I don't think there's been anybody else yet that I've seen. If I do, I apologize because I'm trying to get used to doing everything all at once. Um, so is there anything besides sports that Americans do that just really you don't get or drives you crazy that we do?
no, obviously, the going back to the sport thing is when they call our game football, soccer. That's kind of annoying. But no, to be fair, I think with America, it's kind of same as England. But these little differences, you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, we all share uh, the same likenesses. We all have the same things in common, really.
Yeah, Jeff wanted to know if you guys do cornhole. So
Never heard of it.
cornhole is basically you have two boards that are like on a slant and there's a hole in the middle and you throw bean bags at them to try to get them
Ah,
in the hole.
right. I know the game. I didn't realise it was called cornhole. Yeah, I think they probably have that somewhere around here, but I didn't know it was called cornhole. Cornhole.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why they would call it cornhole, but it's like it's just it's a drunk game that we play. You know, how about red solo cups? Do you guys do the red solo cups and play pong with it? Where it's a
Pong?
drinking game. You have
Oh, right. The
red solo
beer
cup.
pong, you mean? Beer
Yeah,
pong, we call it, I think. Yeah.
that used to be one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I drink anybody under the table at that, but I prefer sitting at the table and drinking.
Yeah, I used
So
to be able to drink a lot, not anymore.
yeah, it's not very
Okay.
nice drinking under the table, you know.
All right. So for people that haven't come in, I have two books. I got a blue book and a green book, and now we're going to have you pick either a green or blue, and then there's 1 through 60, and then that's the question you have to answer. So you can
Right,
pick
okay.
your book. So which one do you want for your first question out of the
I'll,
books?
as Donna and Tracy like the colour blue, I'll go with green.
Green. And what number? 1 through 60.
Shame I can't have 69. I'll go with number 9.
Let's see what we got. What is one thing you cannot live without?
Sex.
Yeah, sex.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No, one thing I couldn't live without is food. I love food so much. And my sister-in-law and my partner Donna.
Oh my God, that's so
Of
funny.
course. Yeah, I've been implicated to say them by them both, you know. I've got to be careful what I say. So
Okay,
I can put the knuckle dusters away. Sorry.
There's a fly in here. Okay, so this is another question that somebody told me to ask you. What is a saying Americans say that doesn't make sense to you?
An American saying.
Mm-hmm. Like something we Americans say that doesn't make sense to you.
I can't think of any American sayings, to be honest. I think Tracy's just mentioned the food sayings. When I say the food sayings, it's the different names that you have for certain foods that we have over here. I think it's that confuses me sometimes. When they say, like, when you're talking about crisps, we're talking about chips, and you know, what we call chips are different to crisps over there.
Right.
So I think things like that can be a bit confusing.
Have a seat.
I thought that was Boo for a moment then.
Miss Boo has joined the party. Oh, hello. Oh, you're going to scoot yourself away. There you go. Hello. Just stay there. You're good. You're good.
ABC, don't eat hot dogs then, we mayo on.
Oh, mayo on a hot dog makes you sick. That actually is pretty good. I've tried. It is good.
It is nice.
So with the food things, I mean, there's a lot of even the fish, like the chips and French fries. I know there's a couple different things because we've actually had a German exchange student with us before, and so it is so funny because when we say foods to her, she's just like, and when we're like, but we figure it out. So
yeah.
So that's fine because I did have a list of things of how you say and what you guys would say instead of, or what we say and then what you say. For instance, I had food. How we say food. What do you guys call you? What do you call it?
Food.
Food. Okay, because I know in some parts they call it something totally different. How about sweets?
Sweets in America they call it candy. We just call it sweets or spice.
Spice. So if it's something sweet, you call it spice.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting. Um, so somebody asked me to ask you this. What is bugger lugs?
Buggerlugs. Buggerlugs is usually what we call as little ones when they've been up to no good, when they've been up to, mischief and things like that. It's just the name that we call them, really. I don't know where it comes from.
So
But
you could be considered a bugger lug.
I am one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. And Laura, you said to drink water. That will make it actually probably work. Okay, so Jeffrey has a question. Do you know what American pudding is?
American pudding? Not off of the top of my head, no.
So what is pudding considered where you're from?
Pudding. Yeah, with classes like sponge pudding or bread and butter pudding, like a cake. I assume that we'd probably have custard on it. I'm assuming, but that's some high classes of pudding.
So here,
or maybe a dessert.
So here in America, it's kind of like a snack or a dessert, and it's like a custard, but it's not quite like, it's a lot creamier and like runnier than that. And like they come in like little, you can make it and make a big bowl of it or whatever, but you can make like little packs that they're like this, about that big. They're like little squares, and you can take them in lunches. So that's a American pudding. How about spotted dick?
Oh, no, thanks. Last time I had spotted dick, I had to go to a gynecologist.
Oh my gosh.
It is very nice. It's spotted dick, actually. It's he doesn't sound nice, but it is really nice.
Oh my God. I can't. I know. Hi, Ken. Ken has joined us.
I think you could really do with some water.
No, like the water right now is irritating my throat even more. So I just had a lot of stuff. They were on my way home from work. They were doing a lot of farming. And so it's just, my lungs are all shot for the night. All right. Question time.
Okay.
Green or blue?
I'll go with blue.
1 through 60.
Lucky number 7. Won't be lucky for me, will it?
All right. You ready for this one?
Okay.
What do you think would be the worst buy one, get one free sale of all time?
Oh, God. Am I allowed to say this on internet?
Don't get me banned.
I'm sorry, but what's going through my mind at the moment, I just don't want to get you banned. Yeah, buy one, get one free. What would be the worst? Buy one, get one free. Oh, God. I'm trying to get this other answer out of my head at the moment, but I can't.
Bra?
Why bra?
Pretty good.
Bra?
Condoms, colonoscopy. Oh, colonoscopies. We don't want to go there.
No.
STDs.
Just as long as I don't want to buy any second-hand condoms anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Toothbrushes would be mine. We all have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think, but I just can't. It's buy one vacuum, get one vacuum free, I suppose. Something like that. You only need the one of. That's the only thing I can think of, rather than what I was going to say.
Oh my gosh. Lou, what would be your worst buy one get one free? She's like, I have no idea.
Actually, the better answer would be buy a window free, get one. Buy a window, get one free, because you'd only want one window, you know.
But you might have more than one window in your house.
Yeah, you might have, but if you only want the one window, it's no point having one free. So
it's in my white bag that says ghost hunting. But yeah, it could. I mean, you could save it for reserves.
Yeah, save it for a rainy day. Yeah?
You never know when something's going to come through that window.
Oh yeah, or someone around here.
Okay, so here's a question for you. What is the most unexplainable thing that has ever happened to you?
The most unexplainable thing.
Yes.
I'm probably going back to my paranormal roots again. But I'm actually going to say something else, because it's one of the strangest things was I was on in a taxi on the way from Leeds over to Bradford, or heading towards Bradford way, and across the road shot out a large black panther-like animal. And I literally crapped myself. I was in the taxi. I had my wife in the back seat with me, the taxi driver, and I'm like, bloody hell, did you see that? And the taxi driver says, yeah, he witnessed it as well. And like 50 yards in front of us, it just shot across from one grassy knoll to the other grassy knoll. So while I was in the taxi, I literally, I crapped myself. I was just in, I was just in a bit of fear, really. But to see something like that, I didn't know where it had come from, where it was going, and so on. So I think that's probably one of the most mysterious things I've ever seen. Because even though large panthers and large black cats are supposed to be living in the wilds in the UK, it's not something that's been fully debunked, because nobody's seen one or nobody's caught one live yet. So I'd have to say that's probably the strangest thing I've ever witnessed.
So kind of like a Bigfoot here.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Are you happy now you're closer? I don't know why you want to be closer, but she thinks there's treats here and there's no treats.
I'm closer. Is this close enough?
No, you got to get closer. All right. So let's see. So if you had to choose either losing your hearing, your sight, your taste, or your smell, which would you choose and why?
My smell.
Why your smell?
Well, when you have to wake up in the morning and you're sleeping next to a partner that breaks wind more than I do myself. Careful. Yeah, it's not. It's not something you want to smell.
So when you do something you're not supposed to, you get your nipples pinched too?
Yeah, definitely so.
So that's a common American and UK thing. See, Jeff, you know Jeff's pain now, right?
Oh yeah, I've always known Jeff. Get off! That's got me tear. All right, sorry. Yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I've already got a few in store. She's marking them off at the moment.
Okay, so what is your most hated mode of transportation and why?
Oh, most hated. Bicycles. Because you have to work to get them to go where you want them to go, you know. I'd rather just sit down, whether it be on a motorbike or on a bus or somewhere. But yeah, bicycles. It's all right going downhill, but when you're going uphill, you can't pedal them up.
Yeah, unless you have
So at the
electric.
moment, probably, yeah.
Here we have a lot of people that have like electrical bikes and that. So
Yeah. Yeah, anything that involves moving.
So ABCs, don't lose your smell via COVID. I can't smell or taste anything, and you can't smell smell fryers. This is funny. I've had COVID multiple times, and this last time I got COVID, I have not regained my my sense of smell. I
Yeah.
smell some things, but it's random and it's not always the same. Like it's not just one thing. One day might be able to smell something, the next day I might not be able to smell. It's just very random what I can smell. So that COVID was like crazy because I know like my mom and my sister, they lost taste and smell, but they got both of theirs back. Where it's been over a year. It's almost been a year and a half, and I've still not gotten my smell back. And so I probably won't. At this point, I'm probably never going to get my smell completely back. So I'm just like, so that's mine always, a smell, because I can't smell anyhow. So
yeah, I'd be pleased for that. To be honest, it's like a nuclear war in bedroom sometimes. It's chemical warfare. No, I'm out.
Oh my goodness. I just had a, oh, here we go. Whoops. Jeff wants to know what you use for protection for your nipples.
Lube.
Oh my gosh.
I usually try and block them with my hands, but I don't have much chance at that. You know, they always force me or they gang up on me. You know what I mean? So one of them might grab my arms and the other one nipple twists.
So, what is one interesting thing about you that no one really knows?
Oh, one interesting thing about me that nobody knows. Okay. Not a lot of people know that this. When I used to play rugby and I used to get involved with the rugby team, I used to also run a rugby club as well. But part of my job actually running the rugby team, I used to be the club's mascot. So basically, I used to parade around in a hawk outfit around the football pitch, and I used to travel to various rugby grounds dressed up as a hawk, you know, and going to various functions such as festivals, carnivals, and schools, and various things like that, dressing up. So yeah, not a lot of people know that I used to be a team's mascot.
No, it's fine because both my daughters were for their high school, they called it Secret Spirits, and the seniors would be on nobody knew who was on the Secret Spirit squads, and so those were the ones that were the mascot. They took turns being the mascot at their high school. Then when my oldest went to college, they kind of the same thing. Nobody knows who the mascot is. So when she was in college, she was their mascot, which for 2 years. And it's funny because she was a beaver.
A beaver.
Jenny Beaver. It was Jay Denny and Jenny Beaver. So she was always, because she was shorter, so she always was the female beaver. And so she was Jenny Beaver.
Right. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but beaver we class as another name for something else over in England that you might know.
Some people usually do make that. And it's funny because then down the road from their college, you have Beaver Dam, a city called Beaver Dam. And so you have Bluffton, the Beavers, and then you had Beaver Dam. And it was just like, okay, yeah. But yeah, people do call same thing here. Beavers have a different name, and so actually it is kind of cool though, because we do actually, where we live in the fresh water down at the river, they just started seeing beavers again in the water, so it's kind of cool. So
we have
real beavers down here.
Yeah, but being a mascot, it was something I used to love doing, and because of my personality and being kind of out there at times, and you could get away with doing anything from being a mascot, like nicking off with kids trainers and things like that. Or I used to play tricks on other mascots, like nicking the helmets off of the costumes and running out onto pitch with their helmets, so I'd just be crazy, chaotic, and rather mischievous as a mascot.
That's what the one thing that my girls loved about is because they could do stuff to their friends or to anybody and nobody knew who they were. So they could just be not themselves. They could just be really whoever they wanted to be when they were in their costumes. They absolutely loved it. It was fun to watch them doing that too. It was really, really cool. So we had fun watching. I mean, I was surprised at how much work it took them to do everything, but it was really fun to do it. So
yeah, I even got involved in my own little dance as well, because we had cheerleaders as well.
Yep.
And we had to create a song and dance for what you called Harry the Hawk at the time. We created a dance to him for one of the songs. What's it now? That Shake Your Tail Feather. So I had to go and rehearse these songs to try and get the dance right. But because people didn't know who I was, I had to go dressed up as Harry the Hawk. So doing, even in rehearsals, people didn't know who I was at the time. And it was extremely tiring, so I had to be rather fit to do something like that, so it was rather strenuous at the time. But after the rehearsals, it were fantastic because it had been snowing that night, and we went outside and had a big snowball fight with kids, you know what I mean? So that was great.
Yeah, it's great because you can hide and you can actually sometimes I think a lot of the kids that were shy that were doing it, people were floored when they found out that they were they were doing this. They were just like, hey, it's like, yeah, it brought them out of their shell and nobody knew who they were. So it really was really, really, really cool. All right. Pinky has a question. Have you ever gone to a rugby game between England and the All Blacks?
No, I'm not much of a rugby union fan. I do like rugby league, but I have been to a game of rugby between Great Britain versus Australia at rugby league.
All right. So if you were a spirit and you were going to be a prankster, who would you prank?
Oh, I would like to prank Beardo. That would be fun.
I see. I said something like that too. Beardo would be interesting because he's already always kind of like, so he would be interesting to do.
But I think my main people that I'd like to prank in particular would probably be the likes of Twin Paranormal, because of the reactions and how they react to all the fakey stuff going, you know what I mean? It's like Creaky's floorboard and the jumping. So to actually spook them and prank them would be absolutely hilarious, I think.
Yeah. Jeff said Seg. Seg would be another one that would be so much fun too.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, he's so jumpy anyhow. So everybody that comes on my show, be prepared. You're going to get this one. What do you think the first person who milked a cow was actually trying to do?
What? Oh, you asked Bill that question as well. I don't know. I think he would probably trying to find out where to get a drink from. I'm assuming. I don't know. It's what came first, the chicken or the egg, isn't it? You know.
Okay. Question
trying to be clean there. Trying to be clean.
I get it. That's why it's kind of one of those questions. Question again. Green or blue?
I'll go with green.
What number?
Oh, 53.
53.
53.
If you could be a fly on the wall, where would you be and why?
Oh. Yeah, best be careful. Besides from being in the ladies' toilets, I would probably, I don't know, I think I'd be like to be somewhere like the president's office or the prime minister's office to hear what absolute BS to come out with, and just to listen into all the meetings that they actually speak and go ahead with, because they come out with some absolutely nonsense these days, you know what I mean? So I think I'd like to be a fly on the wall in something like that. I think I'm curious with the politics sort of thing, I don't know much about it, but yeah, it can be interesting at times.
ABCs, I got so many answers to this question. I know there's quite a few that I mean, there's several that I would think about. Blue or green?
Blue.
What number?
27.
Why do you think 11 isn't pronounced 21?
Because it's not.
But why not?
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea. Because I'm assuming because it's not 121, because it comes after the second decimal fraction, and they wanted to change it to sound like something else. Oh, God knows. I know.
Blue or green? I am so sorry, guys. I'm coughing so bad today.
Okay, green.
What number?
Just my age, 21.
Really?
All right, 22 then.
What are you most afraid of and why?
Fire. It's just a sort of fire in particular. Anything that, even when I'm around like gas pipes that leak in, and it's just fire in general. It's the thought of actually getting burnt. So for me, anything to do with fire, when I'm near an open flame, near bonfires, even near a cooker, I'm dreadful. I think that I really start panicking with things like open flames and things. That's got to be my all-time worst fear of all time, is that, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't want to. That's one way I won't want to pass away, is getting burnt to death. It just seems like it's so much pain and so such a bad way to pass away, really.
No, I've actually seen people in the burn unit, and I'm like, I would think that was one way. And for me, heights, because I would be terrified of falling, and knowing that, and being able to see how I'm going to die. That freaks me out.
Yeah.
Always has. Blue or green?
Blue.
Pick your number.
Donna's age, 16.
That's so disturbing.
I'm calling you. Oh yeah. Actually, that doesn't sound right, does it?
I already probably okay. Do you think you would get along with a clone of yourself?
No. Come on, one of me is bad enough as it is.
Hi, Kels.
No, I think we'd clash completely. I think we would get along to a degree, but we just clash on so many levels.
What if your clone though was like it was a clone of you, but your personalities were opposite?
Then that'd be different. We'd probably get along then, because it's always good to. They always say that sometimes opposite attracts. I know that's in relationships, but also the same applies for friendships as well. And I think sometimes it's good to have that little bit of differences between yourselves, even if it's in friendships. So then you've got something to relate to, talk about, and something different that you can communicate with.
So, with talking about the topic, do you think that men and women can be friends? It's like,
Yeah,
say you're in relationships. Do you
yeah,
think that you can have friendships outside of the
yeah,
relationship with that opposite
yeah.
sex?
I don't see why not. I honestly don't see why not at all. At the end of the day, if you're just a friends with that person, depending depending what the sex is, I don't think there's any problems with it really.
I had a hard time, like when I was younger, because I don't know why it is. I get along better with men than I do
Yeah,
women, and part of that's ADHD. I found out, and plus my PTSD stuff. Um, and so I work better with men, and so it makes it really weird because I work with females, except for my doctors that are those are the only ones that are not male in our office. So it's kind of funny that I actually do get along with them. The ones that I work with right now, which is weird, but that was always something that I could never in relationships. I could never have a guy friend. And I have several guy friends that it's like I could never. I mean, I would just have to secretly kind of, hey, how you doing? Huh? How you doing? But never could like go do things with them or anything because it was always such a jealous thing. Now Jeff, he could care less what I do. He's
yeah.
like, I would
But
go. But the same thing with you.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, that's also when you're showing respect to your own partner as well,
Mhm.
isn't it? But yeah, as for having an opinion on whether you can be friends with the opposite sex, I don't see any problems with that at all.
Yeah, I mean, because that could have been a huge issue when Jeff was in the Warren Foundation, because he spent a lot of time doing interviews and meetings and everything and conversations with all these females. I mean, it
Yeah,
could have been taken so to a different level of being like, if I was jealous and it's like, yeah, that would, nah. It's like,
yeah.
it's like, whatever. I know he's here, so whatever. Another question.
Another question. Green,
What number?
35.
Have you ever seen an image in a cloud? And if so, what?
Yeah. I'm always looking at clouds now and again and trying to see images. But yeah, one of the main things I do remember seeing was a dragon just laid on just laid on a hill, just laid on a mound of a hill and looking up at clouds and behold, I saw a dragon. Well, what a dragon? It's kind of what you make it in your own mind, really. But yeah, I've seen all sorts in clouds, from animals, dogs to dragons to trees, sunsets, things like that. But the last one, the main one I do remember was the dragon because that was so uncanny.
This is very true, ABZ. Very trustworthy because I mean, I'm so glad I found Jeff when I did. So with the clouds, have you ever, okay, because here I've experienced several sightings of things that I can't explain that I've seen really weird and odd things in the sky. And of course, it's always when I'm driving and I can't stop to take a video or a picture. Have you ever seen anything that makes you think that there's life beyond Earth? And
Not in the skies, no, or in the sea or anywhere else. But I've never seen anything out of this worldly. So I haven't seen anything strange flying, whether it be a UFO or anything like that whatsoever.
yeah, it was crazy because I actually saw the one thing I saw, it was like somebody I mean, it was huge. And it looked like there was a split in the sky. It was a solid blue sky, no clouds, nothing, solid blue sky. And then there was like this huge rip in it, and it was like darker. and it was open, it just opened a little bit, and you could slowly see it closing, and then it was gone. It was just like so crazy, and it lasted probably like 5 or 6 minutes. And so, like I said, I couldn't stop. There was nowhere to stop to be able to stop and take a picture. Another time I was driving home when it was dark out, and there was like this silver thing going like this in the sky, and it was huge, and it had like weird lights on it, and as soon as I stopped to take the picture, it shot off, and I was like, oh. So it's like, and like where we live, there's been known, like up in Michigan, they have like a group it's been known to see a lot of UFO, and there's been a scientific thing where they say that where we're at is like an area that would be a where you would see highly concentrated UFO sightings, which I've seen a few, and I'm like, but I can't prove them because but they've also in our downtown, they've actually seen one and caught it. It was at somebody's wedding. It was on top of a building, and they actually caught a picture of something that nobody can explain. They've looked at it, they've watched the video, and nobody can explain what it is. But it was just sitting there, an odd light, and then just shot off same way, kind of.
Yeah, that's why you can never take pictures and videos. By the time you've got them out of your pocket and switched your phone on and taking pictures or video recordings, you can never get them. But where I live, you never get sightings like that. I mean, the only things that's strange flying through night is usually drunks getting thrown through pub windows at night time. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and that's what's hard now too, is like the drones. But like the one that they saw downtown, there is no way it could have been a drone. Because of the size of it, there was no way it could have been a drone. And now,
it were drunks, I said. Drunks coming out of pubs being thrown out a window.
Well, and it was funny because it was at the wedding reception, but people across all over town had seen the same thing and got it on video. So it's just so crazy that so many people. So it was like, it wasn't a drunken thing because so many people have seen it. And then we've had like we'll have just random things like that will pop up, and like especially up in Michigan. But like drones, we've had some things fly around here that it's like, is it a drone or is it an airplane? But we kind of know what some of the sizes of these drones can be now. And it's like, okay, so now it's like, how do you know anymore? Because I mean, you don't know how the drones are, because drones usually fly a little bit differently but these motions are just so crazy. So it's like, who knows? Is it?
Yeah, the only strangest things I've actually seen flying was once about 4 or 5 years ago. I was walking a few miles away from where I am now, and I also like an old-fashioned aeroplane. It's not too strange, but it's not something you see on a normal, everyday occurrence. And I assumed it was like probably a Lancaster bomber or something like that, like a World War II plane which was flying around, which I assume was flying for maybe the Queen's coronation at the time, but it was flying in celebration or something like that, which it's not something you see every day. I won't class it as strange, but it's not on the normal neither, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because like we would have like the Goodyear blimp. Everybody thinks that's really cool when you see it, because you don't see that very often, and unless it's going to a game. But I mean, you see that, and it's pretty cool to see that. It's one thing though, when we have our air show that's here, we will see so many different cool planes because they fly down the river. Because it's one. I mean, it's part of like when you're flying, that's like a landmark is the rivers.
Yeah.
So they will fly down the rivers, and so usually going from Detroit to go up to our air show, they will fly, and we're right on the river that will go and take them. So it's because they'll come on Lake Erie and then go down the river. So it is really cool when they have air shows and they're bringing in different types of planes, because you see some very unique and different types of planes come. There have been some, it's like, what the heck? But then now with my daughter being in the Air Force, now we learn about some other really, I mean, when we went to her graduation, we saw some planes that I would never even dreamed of ever thinking we would have that kind of plane. So ABZ has a question for you. Do you think there's another world aliens?
Yeah. Obviously, there can't be just us in the universe, and I'm sure somewhere or at some point in time that we've definitely have also been visited by aliens as well. But yeah, for sure. I mean, if we're up and alive, you know what I mean, then surely on another planet, surely there must been the same thing happening over there as well, you know, in different planets. I mean, biologically, it's got to be not just us, really. So I think definitely 100% there must be aliens around.
I always sometimes wonder because, like, because obviously I sense a lot of different things. There's sometimes when I see people, sometimes I get like that very odd feeling, and I'm like, is it? I mean, is it? Why am I getting this odd feeling? Because it's not like I'm pulling an energy from them, which really kind of it makes it odd for me. Because I don't, like I said, I don't pull an energy, so it's like, why am I not pulling? Or I'm not pulling energy, and they're not pushing energy. So it's like, why am I getting this? You know, why do you seem so odd to me? So I'm like, I don't know. All right, question time.
Question time. Green. Let's go with first one, number one.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
How did you meet the host?
How did I meet the host?
And have you met them? Or so how did you meet me? Have you met me in person, or have we ever talked on the phone?
No, we've never met in person. The only way I've met you really is through Boo Productions, through watching some of your videos. I think one of the first videos I saw of you was when you went on was when you was on doing an investigation somewhere. I think you were at a school or something. You were investigating. I can't remember where it were. Some kind of. It was like a community hall. Sorry?
Was it the Middle Point School?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That was, that was maybe, I don't even remember when that was. That's been a while since we've done that one.
Yeah, I think that's one of the first videos I've actually seen you, and then seen you in your lives, really. Yeah, I think we briefly spoke on the phone a few times, haven't we? And we have messaged each other a few times as well.
Yeah, with the great plans in the making. We got plans in the making. Another question. Blue or green?
Blue. Number 60.
You ready?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you're going to like this question. Are animals homeless because they don't have homes?
Obviously, they are homeless because they don't have homes. But obviously, there's a load of animals as well that create their own homes. Obviously, homes such as, I don't know, badgers, rabbits, things like that. But there's also a lot of, what do you call, pets that get abandoned, left out on the streets, strays, things like that, that are homeless due to maybe being mistreated by the parents. Basically, the parents can't keep them and kick them out because they can't look after them properly. But yeah, there's all sorts of reasons for them, really. So it can be just various reasons why they're homeless.
Obviously, this cute, adorable one is not homeless. She was rescued. She was rescued from Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yes. Say she was rescued from Mexicans that were feeding her tacos and tequila. Huh. Now look at her. She's batshit crazy Boo. Say, I'm just batshit crazy Boo. Thank you. All right, another question.
Yeah, we do have a stray cat coming in the cells now and again, and we've been trying to find out information about it. We've taken it to vets to see if it belongs to anyone, and so far it doesn't. So we're trying to slowly introduce it into as a house and so forth, and we're just wondering the best way to go around it, whether to get it neutered and things like that. But we won't want to spend a lot of money neutering it and then find out it's disappeared and don't come back. You know what I mean? So we're just trying to wonder how to look after it the best way we can, really.
Now it's funny because we live. There's we get a lot of wildlife in our front.
Yeah.
Don't know why, don't know how, why it chose, but we have a rabbit that made a nest in our front yard and did burrows. And so we had a bunny's nest in our front yard until Boo decided to go and nosing, and she found one, and she pulled one out. She didn't hurt it. She just grabbed it because it was squeaking. But she did move her nest now. But so now they're in the backyard somewhere. Where it's like, but we get nests all the time of bunnies, and the dogs just go berserk. But yeah, we're funny with that. Like Jeff says, we live in Boo's home. Pretty much it's Boo and Bubba's home, and they pretty much run the houses. And I mean, come on, the dog goes to daycare. How many dogs actually go to daycare? And how many dogs get babysitters? I mean, she's a spoiled rotten. I mean, granted, she does have special needs, so we do have to. I mean, watch for when when we go, because we can't stress her, because that can send her into crises. But it's like, yeah. But that's kind of how. I mean, I don't. It sounds like it's the same way over there as it is here. I mean, a lot of people do treat their animals like, I mean, part of the family. And I mean that's how it is for us. They are totally part of our family.
I mean, one example I can give you is approximately 12 years ago, I used to have a family that lived next door to me, and basically they did a runner from the property, and they left the cats and the animals in the house. And that cat had the kittens, so the kittens that were there must have only been 6 to 8 weeks old. And I tried rescuing them, so I ended up borrowing someone's ladder, breaking into the next door neighbour's house, taking these cats out of the actual house, getting in touch with the RSPCA. So I had to feed and water these cats. But this is how bad the state of the PCA and the PDSA is over here. Rather than coming out and actually rescuing the cats, all they told me to do was put the cats back in the house, and they'll wait and see if the neighbours come back or anything within the next few days. They'll see how things go. Otherwise, leave them in the actual house, and they can prosecute the actual the people that live there. And I thought, well, what about the poor cats? Because in this is about rescuing the cats and not about prosecuting the owners. Because my concern was the cats and not the owners. And I thought, well, if I'm going to put the cats back, what could happen to the cat? So obviously, when I ended up putting the cats back, I make sure I had a load of food and water down for cats up there, you know. So that was the only thing I could do, really, until someone came out and sorted them out, which were like about 4 or 5 days later. And for the RSPCA and PDSA to say things like this, I think it's a bit of a joke, really. I think they should have come out there and then and investigated and taken the cats out as soon as possible.
Yeah. Now, we have a weird story with Styles, our other dog. He actually, his mom, my nephew was in the Appalachian Mountains with a class for college, and him and his friends were working. They were actually helping to with that, because in the Appalachian Mountains, a lot of those people are very poor and they don't have the means of even making their own homes. So it was like a class that they took, and it was a trip, and they actually went down to the Appalachian Mountains, and they were building houses and everything for them. But this little dog kept coming up to them every day, and she was skinny, and so they would just give her some treats and everything, and so she just kept coming around and coming around. So it was like, well, apparently she was starving. And so they ended up, this is so sweet. All these college boys, they're hiding her in their coat to take her to Walmart to go get her a leash, to go get her some bowls and some food, and the stuff to get the ticks off of her and everything. And so they were going to be going to another part of the Appalachian Mountains, and they weren't going to be able to take her with them. So one of the teacher's husbands brought her back. And so between my nephew and one of his friends, they were like, well, one of them was going to keep her. So it ended up my nephew was the one keeping her. Brought her back. She's not even home 2 weeks. And we find out she's pregnant with eight puppies. So it was like, I mean, she was malnourished. She was basically eating grubs to survive at that when they found her. So we were trying to keep her healthy at the same time as caring for these 8 pups. We didn't know how far along she was, nothing. So I think she was only home maybe a month, and she had eight puppies. They all survived. They didn't think any of them were going to survive, or if they did, just a couple, just because she was so malnourished. And all 8 survived. And she is she looks like a small little terrier. And she had the biggest puppy. She had, like, Bubba looks like a boxer. One looked like a German Shepherd. One looked like a bulldog. I mean, several of them looked like labs, and one looked like a golden lab. Then when the vet first saw him, she's like, she probably got hit by more than one dog, because they all look so different. But it was crazy because and she was a very well-trained dog. So somebody knew she must have got hit up, and they just abandoned her. But because she's got really weird fears, really irrational fears. So we're like, somebody abused her and just dropped her off somewhere. But so that's how we got Styles, and all our friends took the other puppies. So we know where all 8 puppies went. All our friends took them. And so my sister has the mom and Styles' brother, and then we have Styles. And then Jeff brought along Boo to add to the group. So, but like, so we kid you not, Boo was taken away from her mom early, and Jeff found her was Mexicans, and we swear to God they were feeding her what she was eating, because she has an iron gut. This dog can eat anything and never get sick. We swear that she literally was raised on tequila and tacos because I mean, she, like, literally she eats toy parts and still doesn't nothing. It's like she just crazy, huh? You just a crazy Boo. She's tired. She's like looking like Mom. All right.
Just imagine her with a sombrero and a taco with a bottle of tequila. Oh,
I know. It's like crazy. Blue or green?
Green.
What number?
53.
You already did that one.
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay then. 43.
Favorite band or singer of all time? Uh-oh. Did we lose you? We may have lost Wayne.
Hello, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Technical issues. My manager needs sacking. My technical crew and my makeup artists.
Really? Let's see you try doing it on your own.
All right. Did you hear the question?
Sorry, I didn't. My phone cut off at that time.
Favorite band or singer of all time?
Nice.
Ow! You biatch. Could you repeat the question, please? I just got some missiles thrown at me.
That was not me.
Favorite band or singer of all time?
My favourite band is an artist called Yngwie Malmsteen. He's actually a guitarist. He's got his own band and plays his own music, but being a guitarist, a bit like Jimi Hendrix. But I just love his music. It's neoclassical music. But yeah, it is. I just love anything that he plays because he plays from instrumentals to orchestral songs to glam music to hard rock, heavy metal music. So for me, his style and music, he just does everything for me, really. As for my favourite singer might shock a few people. It's Joey Elliott from Europe. For me, I just love his vocals, and actually seeing him, hearing him live, he's an absolutely phenomenal singer. I think he's a very underrated and unrecognised singer. To be fair, I think he's really good. So yeah, Joey Elliott from Europe is my favourite singer, and my favourite band artist is Yngwie Malmsteen. Oh dear.
Jeffrey's trying to help you. Wink at the camera if you need help. All right, another question. Blue or green?
Blue.
What number?
31.
Is it weird to enjoy the smell of your own farts?
Yeah. No, trust me, you don't want to be around me when I fart. They are rather disgusting, and sometimes when I let off wind, I end up trying to run out, try and get away from it. You know, guaranteed doors get open, air freshener comes out. You know. But yeah, right. Definitely not. I would like to. I don't like enjoying the smell of my own farts.
Blue or green?
Blue.
Your number?
25.
We'll ask you this one. Why is it so difficult to put mascara on with your mouth open?
Why is it difficult to put?
With your mouth closed. Sorry, I wrote. Why is it so difficult to put mascara on with your mouth closed?
He won't know.
What's that? Eyelashes.
Crystal might. Yeah, I was like, Crystal might know that question.
Right, okay, Crystal. Why is it so difficult to put it mascara on with your mouth shut, with your eyes?
It's automatic. Yeah.
It's automatic, I believe. Also, I've been told it's automatic. It's a fear of things getting close to your eyes that you can't see what you're doing. I'm assuming so.
Sort of concentration thing.
But that's something I wouldn't know anything about makeup.
Concentration thing.
Okay.
Blue.
Stephanie, how do you do that? Because I mean, I can, but I really have to focus to do it. It's just easier to open the mouth and do it. When you're in a hurry, mouth open and do it. But when I'm not in a hurry, I can do it with my mouth closed. But it's
right.
hard. What color?
Green.
What number?
10.
You act like it's hard. It's like it's gonna kill you to answer one of these.
Yeah, I've just read the questions.
You have not had bad ones compared to what Bill got. Bill got slammed. So I thought this was an easier route because you kind of can. You might get one, you might not. You don't know what you're gonna get. What is the strangest dream you have had recently?
Strangest dream I've had recently. Oh my God. One of the strangest dreams I had recently was I dreamt I was out running in the fields with trees and whatever, and I dreamt someone were actually shooting at me. So I had a brainwave of trying to run towards the person that was shooting me, only to have my head blasted off. So that's probably the strangest dream I've had recently that I can think of.
So mine is mine's not like that. Mine,
actually not.
I was chasing egg rolls down a hill. Like egg rolls rolling, I was chasing them down a hill. and I was trying to get them and stop them before they got stuck in the sauce at the bottom of the hill.
My dreams are always weird. Most of my dreams are usually consider going out shopping in markets and trying to find people and locate people and getting lost. And yeah, I'm always trying to find one person to another. You know what I mean? So I suppose I suppose I'm probably afraid losing people. I think I think that might be one of my fears.
Now, this is crazy because I usually do. I'm trying to, because with everything with my mom and that, I've been shut down with everything, and I'm slowly trying to heal myself and get back to it. So one of the things that's really been helping, I've been dreaming better, and so because a lot of things I do is I interpret things that happen through dreams. But that's one thing, a lot of times what you experience in your dreams means totally opposite of what it represents, which people don't understand that sometimes. And that, that's something that really freaks people out, because they see themselves being harmed or being off. And then it's like, but that could mean something totally different, which people have a really hard time doing. But it's like, Jeff has really, really bad dreams from the nicotine patches. But then what's even crazier, if I play meditation music at night, Jeff's tried to do the meditation at night. He has the weirdest, craziest dreams if he listens to any of my meditation music. He just doesn't do it anymore, because it's just like, it doesn't. If intake melatonin to help me sleep, I often have nightmares. Oh, some people have said that because it relaxes them so much that does. I know a lot of people, because I work with pulmonary and sleep medicine, and a lot of people have said that if they take like melatonin, that does cause like really weird and like nightmares almost when they dream. So
yeah.
But yeah, me with the egg rolls was kind of funny, because I'm like really random chasing egg rolls down a hill and catching them before they got into the sweet sauce. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, I have some dreadful dreams. Rock on, Tina. Green.
Number?
Can I have number 2?
What made you smile today?
What made me smile today? I'll tell you what the missus is doing right now. Okay, I will do. I'll just show her up. Just made me smile just now. She's just showing me her boobies.
I guess I could make you smile.
Yeah.
Blue or green?
Should have turned the camera down then, shouldn't I? Embarrassed you.
No, we're not going to get me logged off. No.
No, this is a clean channel, isn't it, Dana? Clean channel. Blue, please.
Number?
I'll go with 50.
Why do green olives come in a jar, but black olives come in a can?
Because Popeye would get jealous otherwise. I have no idea. Is it something to do with the stay fresher more, I'm assuming? So I'm assuming the stay fresher more in a jar.
Yeah, I never could figure out because like if you get like the Greek olives, like the Clamato olives and that, they come in jars. So it's like, is it just the way they brine them or something?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah, probably keeps them fresher. That's all I can think of, really.
Jeff agrees with you. Boobs are awesome. Except when yours are being pinched, right?
Yeah, definitely. And they usually never let go until I really do give in.
Blue or green?
Green.
Number?
Number 41.
Which 41?
Yep, 41.
Do you listen to any podcast, and which one is your favorite if you do?
The only thing I listen to is really YouTube, if you can count them as podcasts. But I like listening to Justin Paranormal Monkey.
Okay.
That's the live streams, really. You know what I mean? Podcast, things like that. I tend to listen to a lot of football podcasts as well. So mainly podcasts about Leeds United. Sorry, you should see the site that I'm watching at the minute. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I watched the one podcast I like is Crime Junkies, and they like review old cases, like criminal cases, and they that are unsolved. They will go ahead and they do that. It's pretty cool, and it's like by two girls, and it's pretty cool. My daughter got me hooked on that one. So when I'm doing a lot of driving and I'm not listening to Sagar Beardo, that's where I'm at. Okay, blue or green?
Green.
Number?
All right, I'll go with the unlucky 13. Come on, hit with me with it. Come on, give me the bad one.
What's the bad one? Which one do you think was bad from the one that
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going by the unlucky 13, and so far the worst question's been the milking the cow one, which I was hoping I wouldn't get.
You just energied that to yourself to get that one then. Would you rather be really hot or really cold?
Really cold.
Why?
Well, I'm really hot at the moment, and I can't stand hot weather. So every time I go out in hot weather, I'm sweltered, and it's like when I get in the shower or having a bath, and as soon as I get out of the bath, I feel like I need to jump back in and have another bath again because I'm just dripping with sweat because I just get so hot. Basically, I always get cold radiator for obvious reasons, and I'm so warm all the time. My body's just completely warm all the time. So I would really prefer to be cold.
Yeah, I say I'd rather be cold because you can put layers on, but when you're hot,
Exactly.
you can't take things off. It's like you'll get arrested. So.
Oh yeah, if I take things on, they'll run a mile. Blue 13 then? I'll try the blue one, 13.
Didn't we do that one?
I think it was green 13, wasn't it?
Nope, it was okay. So are eyebrows also considered facial hair?
Yeah, I class them as facial hair. They're on your face, so it's hair and it's facial hair. Right, blue. Number 5.
I love how you're starting to worry about these. You can tell me what number 5. Have you ever been tempted to sleep inside the fridge? With that last answer, probably yes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, but what I have done sometimes, I've tried to sleep with the sheets open and having a fan at the bottom of the bed so it actually blows the cold air under the sheets. But I have definitely been tempted a few times to sleep at the side of the fridge.
You would think that my bedroom was a fridge because I have an air conditioner on and fans, and it's like that year round. I have to sleep with it cold. But sleeping in the cold's better for you anyhow. So, all right.
Green, yeah. I forgot what numbers we had. I'll try 38.
60.
38 green. Have we got a house yet or a line? Playing bingo.
If you could go back in time, what decade would you choose to live in?
Choose to live in a house. Thought you were going to ask me something else then. I'd go back to the 80s for sure. For me, growing up in the 80s as a kid, that's always been the best years for me. So I think definitely I'd go back to live in the 80s again.
That's what I would say. The 80s. I would love the 80s. That was like
Yeah.
my favorite time. So blue or green?
Green,
Number?
clickety click, 22.
That's his sister. He will be. Brother, that's your shags.
You've already answered that one.
I'm at 22. I can't recall saying 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What was it? 20 then. Yeah. Changed it from 21 to 22, didn't I?
What is a song you get stuck in your head?
What's the song I get stuck in my head? There's loads, sometimes for various reasons, but one of the most annoying songs I get stuck in my head is the Unchained Melody. You know,
really?
the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I don't like the song at all, and it's sometimes usually the annoying songs that I get stuck in my head for some strange reason.
See, now mine's like randomly it will be like Baby Shark, or it will be like what did the fox say?
Mm.
Songs like that, or like Gangnam Style, stuff like that. That's what gets stuck in my head, and then it's like I can't get rid of it. It's like,
Yeah, but for me, it's that scene in Ghost is one of the reasons why I don't like the song Unchained Melody, and I just find it the love scene in it, even though it's passionate and it's really affectionate love scene and so forth, but that music, some people love it in that film, and I can understand why. But for me, it just gives me the creeps and cringe, makes me cringe, like, you know. So it's just that song just gets to me every time. So I just hate it going through my head.
hey, Mark, thanks for joining us. Hello, I hope you're doing
Hi,
well.
Mark.
And Fear the Living Pod. Yep. Okay. Green or blue?
Blue, please.
Oh, it's wrong one. Number.
Number 49.
Right. Here's one of those questions, I think. Have you ever been tempted to slap someone you're talking to, or have you ever been tempted to slap someone you're talking to while talking to them?
Yeah, a few times.
See, that one wasn't so bad.
Yeah, especially when I go out drinking in pubs and so forth, and you sometimes end up when I go out to rugby matches or something. Sometimes you'll end up talking to some of the opposition fans, like, and now and again they can be a little bit insultive towards you. So you want to just give them the odd slap.
What was I sing
Right.
from Greece? Oh, that one could stick in my, yeah, I could see that one sticking. All right.
Green. 14.
I love that you're just so terrified these are going to be horrible. What is your favorite food?
Curries. I love Indian food. Anything spicy, the hotter the better. Vindaloos, your jalfrezis, your bunas, your chicken baltis, chili, garlic chicken.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I don't eat like Thai food in that. I don't, because I can't. I love spicy. I just can't eat spicy because I don't have a gallbladder. So it's like.
But the Indian curries, especially when they're freshly made in the proper Indian way, they really are nice and very savoury and spicy, and I love them. But it's got to be Indian curries without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, Caroline Reaper chilies.
Just was like the Wiggles sold out faster than Kiss. There is a story about the Wiggles. So at one point, you're familiar with the Wiggles, right?
Yeah, I think I've heard of the story actually. Yeah,
Yeah, when my youngest daughter, she had to be in quarantine in the hospital, so we could not leave the room. And it was like we were there for like a week. And so what we had in the room was what we got. We couldn't exchange stuff out, and if we did it, we could only do it like every like 3 days.
yeah.
And so we had one Wiggles tape, and that's it for TV wise. And we played Wiggles repeat over and over and over for hours. And I actually, the one time the nurse came to the window, and actually I knew the nurse, and I looked at her through the window, the glass window, because that's what I got. And I said, is it bad of me that I really think that Greg Wiggle is really cute? Because I've been watching this so long, and I've determined that he's the cutest one out of the group. And she just laughed. She goes, oh my God, you've been in there way too long. I'm like, yeah, I think so. And that's all I have. It's like, yeah.
I think you need psychiatry for that.
Yeah, right. In my head, it was bad because that's all I could watch. And then it's funny because Jenna, she used to have to go in the hospital a lot when she was younger because of her ear infections, and she always liked watching Teletubbies. And
Yeah, oh no.
Poe was her favorite, the red one. Poe, that was her favorite thing. I mean, she had a rain jacket that looked like Poe the Teletubby. She had the red Poe Teletubby, everything Teletubbies, because she just loved the red Teletubby. So it was like,
Yeah.
okay. Jeff wants to know if you guys have American barbecue.
American barbecue over here. No, I think the only thing to American barbecues over here are is it KFC, things like that. That's the nearest
That's not
thing.
barbecue.
I don't know.
No, it'd be like pulled pork or like ribs, chicken, like with like that they grill it, like you grill stuff.
Yeah.
And then you put like a sauce on it, because some people don't always have.
No, we do have things over here like that. Not that I'm aware of anyway. And I've never made anything like that myself.
Hi, Anna Banana. Now, see, we know you definitely don't have demon chicken.
No, I definitely haven't had a demon chicken. I'd love to try one though.
Demon chicken's the bomb.
Yeah, as long as I can't get possessed. Yeah. Green, please. Green.
Why are you avoiding the blue ones?
I don't know. Just
we like blue.
yeah, because my partners like blue. Partner. Yeah.
What color? Or what
Yeah.
number?
Sorry, number 33.
Would you want to be pecked by chickens or headbutted by a goat?
Oh, I wouldn't mind being headbutted by a goat.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I think I'd like to challenge it and see if I can get an all fours myself and headbutt it back. You know, I'd be a challenge for a goat.
Blue or green?
Blue, please.
Yeah. What number?
11.
What music or song would you like played every time you walked into a room?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. There's one song I'd love. Is a song by my idol, my god. There's a song called Boogeyman. It's by Yngwie Malmsteen, and even though I don't think anybody listening or in chat would know the song, but if you listen to it, it starts off with a very strong, heavy bass riff. And as soon as you start to listen to it, I think you'd understand why I'd want to walk into the room with that music playing.
I think I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying music, to be honest. It's a little bit like Metallica. Just that song, it's a little bit Metallica-ish, but the bass riff of it is so heavy. and thunderous. It really does kind of give you some bullets, if you know what I mean. Pardon the language. Blue. No, 19.
You just cracked me up. It's like, oh God, no, here we go. Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Yes, I have.
What was it?
The one I'm going to say is one that I've mentioned a few times. Which 1 sec. About 2 years ago now, I think it was. I was upstairs in bed, and I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning, and I saw an apparition in the bedroom, which to me looked like a cloaked figure in the middle of the room. And I was trying to put it out of my head, like trying to think to myself, well, it's not there, it can't be real. I'm imagining things, seeing things. And I went to the toilet and I came back. Then I woke up in the morning, came down, and I told my sister-in-law about it. She told me exactly the same, that she actually woke up about the same time, so I might have disturbed her going in and out to the toilet, because at the moment she's staying in the same bedroom as us, and she was sleeping on the opposite side of the bedroom. And she said she saw the same figure about the same time in the middle of the bedroom, and it wasn't a shadow due to the fact that it wasn't actually against the wall or anything like that. It was just an apparition that was in the middle of the room. But funny enough, she said she'd seen the same. I only found this out a couple of months ago. She said she'd seen the same figure 2 weeks before, or 2 weeks after, Tracy.
2 weeks before.
2 weeks before, she said she'd seen the same figure. So that to me, it's really, really, yeah. She said she didn't think anything of it at the time, but when I mentioned what I'd seen, and she said she saw it about the same time that same day, it was rather concerning and worrying at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what have we witnessed? What have we seen? Because surely some picture, you know, it's like, it's okay for one person to see something like that, but when you get two people seeing the same thing, then there's something more to it, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
It kind of makes the paranormal more mysterious and also more compelling as well.
All right. Jeff has a question. Who has produced the best bands in the UK or the USA?
Oh, UK.
Are you sure?
Yeah, UK, Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who.
Okay.
Iron Maiden, yeah.
Blue or
Sorry.
green?
Blue again.
Number?
Number 6.
How long do you think you'd survive as a zombie apocalypse?
How long do you think I'd survive? Yeah, I'd probably blow them away just by farting, really, you know. That'd be the end of it. It'd be a complete aftermath, you know. Bend over, fire away, fart, and light a gasser, you know what I mean? That's it. I don't know, really. I think a few months, I'd say. I think I'd do quite well, to be honest. I don't want to blow one's own trumpet, but I think I'd do better than most people.
So, Wisdom has a question. Are drive-thrus backwards in the UK?
Well, there must be, as we drive on the other side of the road over here. So, yeah. To the Americans, we probably are backwards in the UK to you lot. So, but to us, it's normal.
When you go through a drive-thru, is the window that you pick up the food on the left or the right?
Good question. I've never actually driven through one, as I don't have a car. But I'm trying to think. I think they're on the right hand. I think they're on the passenger side. No, they're not. They're actually, yeah, they're on the right hand side is the window.
And that's
So
where
that's where the steering wheel is. Yeah.
okay. So it's on your. It would be like the equivalent of ours, but just in your
Yeah.
region.
In reverse. Yeah.
All right. Blue or green?
Green.
Changing it up.
Trying to. Yeah.
You're just trying to avoid the weird one. Maybe I should just start pulling them out.
You can pull the weird ones. You can do if you want. I've forgotten what numbers and I've picked. So
Okay, I'll let you do the. I'll do this. What? Why do you think manholes are round?
well, so you can fit his bellies down them. I think. Good question. Why do I think they're round? Probably easier to get in and out of. That's all I can think of.
All right, that's fair. Okay. Hi, Candy. If you had a third ear, where would you put it and why?
A third ear. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably put it on my back or somewhere like that where it's out of sight, but I can still hear.
So this is one that maybe you've been dreading to hear. If you could become a fart, would you rather be loud and proud type or silent but deadly type?
Yeah, I'd be loud and proud. I think that's me. Definitely.
Do you think the sea is salty because the shore never waves back?
Well, if it weighs, I don't know. Just as long as it don't pee, I'm not bothered. It could be. It could be salty because of that reason. You know. Yeah.
Is your time truly wasted if you are enjoying wasting your time?
I'm always wasting my time doing anything. So yeah. I don't know.
Have you ever unwrapped and rewrapped a gift with your name on it?
No. I've not wrapped one with my own name on it and then opened it up later. I've not done that before. Talking of wrapping, I've only just been wrapping up some presents about a few hours ago before I came online. Yeah, it's my nephew's birthday today when we wake up. So happy birthday to Tyler.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, 16 today. Well, yeah. 16 today.
Ken wants to know, are the steering wheels and letter carrier vehicles on the left side of the vehicle? Like here,
The steering wheel's on the right. Yeah, steering wheel's on the right hand side.
In the United States, they're on the right.
Yeah, steering wheels are on the right.
Yeah. So here, because where ours are on the left, but in the mail is on the right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, left in America, right over here in the UK.
Would you rather burp glitter or fart confetti?
Fart confetti. You can imagine farting confetti. I think that'd be great fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Because burping, it's like, yeah, it's just gonna where farting is going.
Well, farting's funny. Farting's funny anyway, but yeah, farting confetti be like having a party all in one, like, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
What would you call a male ladybug?
A male ladybug, a man bug. Man bug, human bug, woman.
That's how you get scratch and sniff paper. I like that one. So, do mermaids have babies or lay eggs?
Good question, but I'm assuming as they sea bound, I'm assuming they probably lay eggs.
If you suddenly woke up green, what would you do?
What would I do? Blame the missus, because I'm assuming she's probably painted my face green. No, not another nipple twisting. Yeah, I guarantee it. She'd have something to do with it.
What have you forgotten today?
Everything.
Everything. I've practically forgotten what I've done.
Would you rather have a bird or an ostrich for a roommate, and why?
A bird, definitely.
Why?
Well, I can't kiss an ostrich, but I can kiss a bird. No, birds are smaller, more compact, easier to live around with. Ostriches would take up too much room.
Okay, have you ever dropped food on the floor accidentally and then picked it up to eat it?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I do, but I make sure it's clean in advance. I don't like putting anything to waste, if you know what I mean. It's a bad habit, I know, but I'm like, I've got a what's the word? A strong stomach in food, so
What is it, 5
I'm not bothered.
5-second rule? Yeah, 5-second rule.
Yeah, there's also the 5-second rule as well.
Have you ever had a really bad haircut?
Yeah, the one that I've got now, look.
No, but he likes to give them.
Why does rain drop but snow falls?
Could you repeat that, please?
Why does rain drop but snow falls?
Why does rain? Oh, okay. I have no idea. Pass.
What do you
Because
think
it's
is the
not.
worst song?
What do I think is the worst song? Oh, Unchained Melody. No, I do actually think it is kind of a good song, and I understand why people like it. But for me, I don't like the song Wonderwall by Oasis. That song I do not like. It just drones all the way through to me, and it's just the same chords playing over again from the verse to the chorus. So for me, I'd probably say Wonderwall by Oasis.
Do fortune cookie predictions have a time limit?
I shouldn't think so, no. I think anything in the time, you eating the fortune cookies at some point, they'll come true at some point, whatever's mentioned.
Okay. If an orange is orange color, then why isn't a lemon called yellow and a lime called green?
I don't know, because you can't eat yellow and you can't eat greens. Well, you can eat greens, but where do you get these questions from, Dana?
Is it true that cannibals don't like to eat clowns because they taste funny?
Oh, that's a good one. I love that. Might be because they've got too much nose on them, and trying to eat the sponge noses, I'm assuming.
All right. My last one. How can a brain that is closed inside our skull ever be called open mind?
Well, I suppose you could call it open-minded if you crack someone in the head. But yeah, you're open-minded when you actually speak your mind, you see. So that's why you call it open-minded. It's when you're speaking what's on your mind.
Okay. So I'll give you a break on questions now. We're done for our questions. So those weren't too bad, were they?
Yeah, I like them.
It wasn't as bad as you thought, right?
No, fun. But we're just looking forward to some of these personal questions that you had. If
See,
you
they
still got
weren't that bad, were they?
No, not all.
What it was is we know someone that lives in the UK, and we're like, hey, we need something that I can kind of be like shocked that he would figure out that I knew something, and like a question from. And so she's like, well, it depends on where he's at. I'm like, well, I don't know where he's at. So I said, well, let me go find out. And randomly, I went to, and I didn't even find it on your page. I went to your girlfriend's page, and there said something about Yorkshire. So that is how I found out Yorkshire. So she was like, yes. Then she was like, you got to ask about God's own country. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But it's strange because on my Facebook page, I'm down as living in Leeds, but for some reason, in fact, a lot of people that live in Leeds probably do it themselves. They'll put Leeds up, and it'll show you that we live in Kent for some reason, which is a completely different county. So that's kind of baffling. That apparently, according to my Facebook page, I might be living in Kent. So that's
Yeah,
strange in itself.
because I don't think it showed. So it was like, but I was laughing because I'm like, okay. So I started going through and I was like, well, let me see. And I went and I was like, okay. So I kept pulling Yorkshire. I was like, it's got, and then this is funny too. We let her listen to you talk on the videos with you being the chimney sweep. I had to, those were the ones. And then we had a Crystal video that we had to have her, and she's like, yeah, that sounds like a Yorkshire accent. So it was like, okay,
Yeah.
so then she's sending me all these TikToks about people from Yorkshire and stuff about things that they say, and so it was like, oh my god, this is so funny. So
Yeah, well, that's something that we have in lingo, different languages. Sometimes our Americans pronounce Yorkshire. We pronounce it Yorkshire, as Americans pronounce it Yorkshire. Like most counties, it's always like Lancashire in America. We call it Lancashire. So a lot of the counties over in England that ends in shire is we call it shire. So
yeah,
it's,
there was I know there was one too that or eight. I think that is like saying like hello or goodbye or eight.
yeah,
And then I'll do I'll do I'll do
I'll do,
yeah.
I'll
So
do.
those are the only ones I'm like, yeah. Other than that, I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
By
Jeff wants to know what your top 5 dad jokes are. Do you have top 5 dad jokes?
I can't think of any offhand, but my favourite joke of all time is the Marx Brothers joke. My favourite joke is I went out and shot a pajama. I went out and shot an elephant in my pajamas. How the elephant got in my pajamas, I'll never know.
Well, Ken wants to know how you shoot a blue elephant.
I don't know, but it's usually cold. It must be cold if it's a blue elephant. So wait till it's freezing
Ken
and then you can shoot a blue elephant.
Gun.
Oh, what? Sorry?
He said with a blue elephant gun.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that as well.
Then the question is, who is babysitting Crystal right now?
Oh, she's wrapped up all nice and tight in a padded cell and her suit on. You know.
Okay, Ken now wants to know, how do you shoot a pink elephant?
How do you shoot a pink elephant? I have no idea how you shoot a pink elephant.
Well, if you shoot a blue elephant with a blue elephant gun, why do you shoot a pink elephant
with a pink gun?
What did you shoot a pink elephant with? A pink
Yeah.
elephant.
I don't know. All the time I've seen pink elephants is on Dumbo. Maybe in your dreams, perhaps.
Thank you for subbing, Michael. Say, I'm still getting used to this, doing these lives and that. So, but it's fun doing them. I'm like, if I don't know if everybody's got the basis of how I'm doing my lives, they change up a little bit. But if you've not seen Between Two Ferns, or is it Between Two Ferns? You have to watch, and then that's what you get the basis of.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. Hence, so.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're doing a fantastic job so far, Dan. I think you've been great.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's like you said, it's odd because I'm so used to being with Jeff. But then, as we were telling you earlier, when I first started doing Facebook Lives with Jeff, I mean, this is years ago, I hardly said anything. And I just sat there like a lot of times because I didn't know what to do. Then when I would have to do presentations, I sucked at doing presentations. I hated doing presentations because I was like, I don't like doing this. And then when we had to teach class, it was even worse.
Yeah.
And now that we've gotten over, no, we've been doing it for several years now. I am very comfortable doing lives apparently because I'm now trying one on my own, just because we're going to do more of the funnier stuff on my page, and then our boo page is going to be more of the serious stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so it's like, okay, so I'm like, well, we'll give it a whack and we'll try it and see. And I'm like, well, it's not been too bad. I am more prepared than Jeff is because I have a little like got style and I got everything that I'm doing compared to Jeff. He's always like last minute it. And I'm sure he's saying no. Yeah, oh, here it is. This is what it's called. Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. And I think I said that right. It's fun. I mean, it's fun. And so I mean, I probably should go watch it and get more material from him because that is kind of what we're kind of going for. Plus, how many people actually do ask like random questions that are like, and some of these questions are like literally questions that I think of during the day. And it's just like with my random ADHD brain that my squirrels just go flying off. And it's like,
yeah, there's a lot of random questions that you're kind of asking with almost no answer to them, they're almost difficult to answer, to be honest.
But when some of them, it's like, wait, it's like, oh, when you have to really start thinking about it, because it's like, think about it's just like, yeah, random, very random. I said it gives everybody kind of gives everybody a view of what it's like to have ADHD and just be like, so yeah, this is what happens. Just randomly questions pop in your head, and random questions are like, what should we do? So
yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm gonna start up a YouTube channel a couple of years ago. I was thinking of starting up a channel doing rock music and things like that, as a lot of my knowledge is mainly around rock music or football. But I also found out that with football, there's loads of channels that do live streams and do various information regarding football, or same with rock music, and there's loads of channels. So it's trying to not just compete with them, but trying to get out the same information and try to stay up with the Joneses, so to speak. Keep up with the Joneses. And I couldn't do that. I just thought to myself, well, with music, there's probably a chance that I'd probably get copyrighted because I'd be wanting to play music to try to give me audience an idea, or try to tell me my kind of feelings or how I thought about certain music. So even though I was dilling and dallying with the idea for quite a while now, I just thought it wasn't a good thing to do. Maybe like movie reviews and things like that, perhaps. But again, there's so many channels doing that. But it wasn't until kind of I created Crystal's character, I thought, oh, this is new, and I kind of go with it. It's something original, something different, and I don't care whether there's like 10 people watch it, 10,000 people watch it. It's not going to get to that stage, but I just love doing it for the fun of doing it, and just to have your own channel and just to be able to put out your own content. And I think with Crystal's character, I think there's so much there to offer, and so much I can actually do with the channel and the content that I can create.
Yeah. And that's what's fun about like having this channel, where we're going to do some of the fun stuff. Like we're putting the mountain stuff, the Karen stuff, and those things out, the demonic chicken, the priests that are where those kind of things, all the like skit stuff will be what we're going to do here. And so it will be more, it's going to be more of a fun thing. And then, but then it gets Jeff away from the computer for one night a week. So I get to do something. And it, so it's and that's what I mean, because I'm laughing because Candy's like, where are you in the doghouse again? And it's like, but that's something that we chose, is that Jeff's going to kind of be on the back end of it. And this will kind of be, and he'll be on occasionally, but we wanted to just start it out with just me. So it's not just Jeff and I all the time. It can just be me sometimes, because Jeff goes on a lot of times by himself without me. And so it's like, well, this makes it so we get a little bit of time. So this one's more Boo and I than it is Jeff. So yeah, Ken, actually, okay, this is funny. So we're doing the live, right? How many times Monday did he go to the bathroom? Right?
He would almost go in every 20 minutes, wasn't he, really, to the bathroom?
I think he's only been up twice, maybe 3 times since we've been doing this live.
Yeah.
I think it's up. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so this is another way for us, and this is another way for us to get our name out there, is by having the second channel. And I know eventually I got a feeling, this is in the making, that we're going to end up having a third channel, but it's going to be like the woodworking and the crafts that we're doing. It's going to be more based on that and doing it that way, because actually Jeff joined a live, and he actually was watching a live last night about one of the guys that we've been watching woodworking with. And we literally got a whole new fan base. So it's like, okay. So it's like, so we got several. So we're like, all right, we're just going to slowly start branching out with trying different things and finding different bases for fans and that. So we're like, this is a good way to keep it separate from the paranormal, the serious paranormal and the fun paranormal. So
yeah, it's good clicking on channels and finding out something different in the videos. Like, for example, seeing Jeff playing guitar dressed up as a nun, which I think that's kind of hilarious, you know what I mean? But it's also just nice just to watch and listen to him to actually play music. And I think it's great that you and Jeff support each other in what you're doing with your own channels. You know, you help each other out, you know, and you bring your own experience to the channel yourselves as well. So you can help Jeff with certain things and vice versa, you know. I mean, with myself, I just kind of, I've got a lot of scripts in my head, but I'll try to video it, but I'll have to try to explain how I want certain things recording or editing, because it's Donna that actually records and edits everything for me. So I will put it together. I might record it in separate scenes, and she won't have a clue what I'm doing. You know, I mean, I've got it all in my head, but trying to explain it.
Well, and it's funny because Jeff does that when he's putting his videos together. I come in and he'll be like, hey, what do you think? And it's like something that he has to set it up, because the clip that he's showing me, I'm not seeing what's leading up to that clip. I'm like, but most times I know what's going on because he's working. I mean, obviously he's always working on videos, so I kind of know what's going on with them, or I know what video and I can figure out what's going on. But then he also will do like have me do blind reads. And so then it's like, okay, so then he gets my blind reaction to things. And that is crazy too. And this is something too. So when Jeff and I, when we were part of the Warrens, he's going for the third time just now. When Jeff, he's yelling, he's like, what the first Warren show that Jeff and I did together, it had the most views they had ever gotten on a video, on a live. We were then told that I could not do that with him because it was favoritism. So when you have a show that was a hit and you won't, and so then you take that combo away and it's a terrible show, he would only get like 10 views. When we did it, we get like 25. We would at least get double what it was. And he didn't. They were like, no. And so it was like, so they never had any success. And we actually did a demo show for them. And they were just like, nope, it's favoritism for you to have Dana on there. When it's like, it was like, okay, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, at the moment, I'm just taking a little break from recording at the moment. I'm just giving my brain a little bit of a rest, but it's mainly due to the...
And that channel had 15,000 subs.
Oh, yeah, and that the Warren had 15,000 subs.
But couldn't be monetized because it didn't have the watch time hours.
Yeah, but couldn't be monetized because it didn't have watch time hours.
Yeah.
And then look at our channel. I
Yeah.
mean, the Boo channel. I mean, mine's not yet, but the Boo channel. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, that's pretty cool. I wonder if Jeff saw that, because that's a kind of cool idea.
Yeah. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm just having a little bit of a rest, but it's mainly due to the because it's the kids' school time and summer break at the moment. So I'm trying to spend as much time on outings with the kids and just having a bit of family time. And we've been everywhere, all over recently, you know. So just basically been putting my feet up, relaxing and chilling with the family, really. So yeah, just been kind of having a bit of a break in general away from YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube as much as what I used to be. Various other things, to be honest, because I just feel with school breaks, the kids are more important, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just spending time with them.
And that's something we found too, is that you do have to have a break sometimes. That's
Yeah,
why for my show, I'm not doing my show every week, because
yeah,
I don't want, one, it's new to me yet. Down the road, I could possibly, it could be where I'm doing a show every week as well. But I was like, that was something that when I said decided, I was like, I'm not going to do this every week. I'm going to do every other week. It just
yeah,
happens after you. I have it's going to be 3 weeks, because I have a procedure the week that I would be, and the prep I have to do, I would not be able to do the show when I have to do the prep. So it's like,
yeah,
there's no way. So we're like, oh, so we'll do 3 weeks. But for the most part, it's going to be every other. But then that gives us a break. So I'm like, I'm not overwhelmed, no learning, because especially when you're new to this, I mean, and because I do have to do a little bit of research, not as much like Jeff doing
mm,
videos, and that's a little bit different. But I'm like doing a little bit different research for what I do on my show. But even though we're going to start putting all the skits and everything on this one, it's really, I mean, you do need to take a break. And it was nice when my mom passed, that I know I didn't have to be like, oh, freaking and worrying out that, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss a show, so all my viewers are going to be gone, all my subs are going to be gone. That's not the case, which is kind of nice with
yeah.
the YouTube, that they understand that family's family, and sometimes you have to step back and
Exactly.
relax,
Yeah,
and you need family time. So that's one
yeah.
thing that we are very thankful, that our subs are very understanding, that sometimes that happens. Sometimes we have things happen with Boo, and we
Yeah,
have to
you
take
have to
care
have the
of
right
Boo.
mindset
And
as well, don't you?
yeah, oh, for sure. So
Mm,
for sure. Um, so I just want to go over a few things. I know Wayne's going to be having stuff going on with Crystal. Jeff and we are starting to get ready for our haunting season, where we'll be doing presentations throughout our city, that people will ask us to do presentations. We have another ghost hunt that we're a building that we're looking at presenting at. It's kind of top secret yet. And then we have our class that will be coming up in October, which that usually the October class. I always think it's the funnest
yeah,
class to do. It ends in November, but it's always, I just think it's a fun class to do. And then also we have a presentation. So if anybody is in the Michigan area, in Dundee, Michigan, it's called the Old Mill Parafest. Jeff and I are actually presenting. We've always been vendors there, but this year we're actually we're one of the presenters there, and we'll have a
yeah,
table. That one will be, if people want to come and meet us, that's a great way to come meet us if you're in the area. I know we have a big fan base overseas, so that's kind of hard for you guys, but we're also in the talks with somebody from the UK. We're kind of starting to talk about maybe doing a live stream that we bring on different people from different countries, and we do kind of like when we do the marathon, would be something
yeah,
similar like that, but everybody talks about a different topic. So we're trying to
yeah,
figure out how we can do that one yet, but we're working on that too. And of course, then our third, we're actually going to be working on a third channel, which is woodworking and barbecue, like Jeff said. So
yeah. That sounds cool, does that one?
that business will be with my sister and my brother-in-law. So
Yeah,
we're starting to work on getting that, because that's what we want to do to retire, so we can work for ourselves and support ourselves doing it that way. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going to be trying to do.
Yeah.
So anything else going on that you want to tell everybody out? And what's your channel for Crystal?
Crystal's balls.
It's BLLC, correct?
Yeah. The end is double LZ. So obviously it's Crystal's balls.
Yeah. So
Obviously she doesn't have any. Or does she?
I don't know. So we'll definitely make sure you subscribe to Crystal Balls. There's some interesting stuff. I know she's made appearances with Beardo.
Yeah.
So that's been interesting. So there's been and down the road we're going to get some updates with Crystal and Mountain's relationship.
Yeah.
So that will be coming up. And I hear that Crystal and Karen might finally get to meet and sit down and have a chat.
Yeah, there is that as well.
So that could be happening too.
Yeah. And
so
Crystal's also getting in touch with Corvette as well.
She's getting into what?
Getting in touch with Corvette.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that
something
should be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. Again, make sure that you like and subscribe. You can make sure you go to our Boo Productions page and subscribe there and buy our shit. That's listed on there.
I've got your t-shirt somewhere.
I forgot you did get a booby. You got a booby shirt.
I did. Yeah, it's great. Is it upstairs now? Yeah, it's been taken upstairs.
It's nice and soft.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's lovely. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyone actually wanting to purchase or thinking about purchasing, go ahead, because really fantastic quality t-shirts. Really are good.
I'm glad that, and so it's nice because where we're getting our stuff from now, we can get it to people that are not in the United States, and it's not an arm and a leg. Because I don't know how much you had to pay for shipping, but I don't think it was outrageous compared to what
it wasn't bad at all. I can't remember the full price, but yeah, it was very reasonable completely.
Yeah, because I know what the first one we were doing, it was like to send something to Europe, it was almost like $50. It was like,
yeah.
And where this one, they actually have shipping points around the country or around the world, so it's not like they're always shipping from the United States. But I always make sure I try to pick products that I can get in multiple countries, so it's easier for us to get to everybody. So
yeah,
but for sure, if you like, I believe Ken got a shirt as well, but
yeah,
but just they're like I said, and I like the soft stuff, so all the stuff is very soft. I try to get the softest that we can, so we try to do that. So again, go buy our shit. Boo's ready for bed. She is so ready for bed right now. She's like, Mom, please, let's go. You ready?
Don't forget to hit that like button as well.
Yeah, make sure you hit like for not only me, but Wayne and for Crystal. I hope everybody had fun tonight, and we will be on. The next time I'm on will be September, I want to say 4th. It's going to be a Thursday, and my guest is going to be Dawson.
Dawson Troller,
and everybody knows that everybody thinks Dawson and I hate each other, and we don't. We have a love-hate relationship, so it's a very interesting show. All right, again, thank you for everybody for joining. Oh, wait, Boo, don't jump. You'll hurt yourself. Thank you for joining us and supporting not only me, but supporting Boo. And we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Before you go, I'd like to thank yourself as well for inviting me. I find it such an honor actually being invited on your show for an interview.
Oh, you're quite well. And it wasn't as bad as you thought. You were so nervous about it. You were just getting a little terrified of the questions. Oh, there she went. A little terrified of the questions, but they weren't that bad.
No.
See now, Bill was being set up though, because I bet. I mean, even Laura knew that he was going to be. From a while ago, he was being set up to get. I mean, I was going to get him, and So he got it. All right.
Excellent.
Well, again, thank you for joining, and I hope everyone has a good night and a good rest of your week. And we'll see you Monday on our live on Boo Productions. Have a good night.
Be there, be square. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Without doing this, I'll do a fucking bottle.